Hello, today we are going to practice placing fractions on a number line. And when we talk about fractions, and here are a few examples, we're talking about parts of a whole. The types of fractions that we work with in third grade and also some second grade as well would be fractions that have a larger denominator and then a smaller numerator. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plot some fractions on a number line. I'm going to erase these fractions first, and then I'm going to draw a number line here. And I'm going to start right here with a 0. And then I'm going to put the number 1 right here. Our very first fraction we're going to do is I want to see if we can plot the fraction 2/3. The very important number is this 3 down here because that tells you how many parts to break up your number line into. So we see it's 3. It's an odd number, so it's a little tricky in order to break it up. So I'm going to break it up right here. It may not be perfect, but this is first space right here, and I'm just going to call it first base, like when you play baseball. This is going to be the second base, and this part right here will then be the third base. So this point on the number line we would consider as 1/3. The next base would be considered 2/3, and then this last base would be considered 3/3. And we also know that 3/3 would be equal to 1 whole. All right, let's try it again. I'm going to draw another number line. And I'm going to start with 0. And again, I'm just going to 1. And then I'm going to plot, let's see, how about 3/8? Again, a very important number is the denominator, which tells you the number of parts. So let's go ahead and break it up. And since this number is even, this denominator might be a little easier to break it up. So since it's even, let's go ahead and start in the very middle. So we're going to break that into halves. And now we know that 4 parts must go over here, and then 4 parts must go over here. So let's go ahead and break the first part up into 4s. So we know that this starts at 0, and so we have 1 base, 2 bases, 3 bases, and that would be 4 bases, okay? So now we have to break this other part up into 4 as well. So here, and I'm going to use maybe a different color, and you might want to try this as well so you won't lose track. So I'm going to say this is 1 base over here, this is 2 bases over here, and this is 3 bases here, and of course this last one would be the 4th base. All right, let's erase that a little bit. Okay, so now we can go ahead and try to figure out where 3/8 is. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and right here, this would be 1/8, this would be 2/8, this would be 3/8, and this would be 4/8. And of course, we were looking for 3/8. We could continue if we wanted to. So this would be 5/8, this would be 6/8, this would be 7/8, and this would be 8/8, which we know that 8/8 is equal to 1 whole. Let's just do one more and then we'll be finished. Here's our number line. And this time, I'm actually going to start with the number 2. And I'm going to go, no, that's okay. We're going to keep it the same for this exercise. And then we'll do another one with some different numbers. So here again, we have the 0 and we have 1. And this time, let's just name it 2/4 is what we're looking for. Again, our important number is the denominator, which tells us the number of parts. So again, it's an even number. I can start with this in the middle. I need 2 on this side, and then I need to place bases on this side. So this is the first base and the second base. And then I can just break that in 2. This is the third base, and this would be the fourth base. So now we can go ahead and name our fractions. This would be 1/4. And of course, this would be 2/4. This would be 3/4. And of course, this will be 4/4, which is 1. And so we were looking for 2/4, and there it is right there. Ta-da! Great job.